Jamaica Day, hi and welcome. Yeah, storms, the weather's getting a little bit worse, but still not too bad. Road conditions are okay. Divert power from wipers to full engine power. No vehicles coming. I want the snowflakes to kind of like sandblast the dirt off my windshield a bit. So the last couple of videos I was wonking on again about you know, how I do my savings and stuff like that this time of year. Again, if I can make another 90 bucks, that covers up to April, right? And then I could start on saving up for June. So I've got to get those expenses ahead first before I can, you know, start to live a little, you know. But even at that, you got to stay ahead, right? And you can't stay ahead if you just get ahead and then, you know, don't keep trying to stay ahead. It's just I don't have to be as intense about it, meaning that every cent I have going towards the cost of living and stuff like that, getting ahead. My goal is to get 6 months to a year ahead on all my bills, so that when I do get hit by a bill that sets you back 3 months of income, you know, such as gotta buy another vehicle, etc., etc. At least at that point, I don't have to worry too much about you know, going so hard at it where every cent goes towards that, where I could take a, you know, like, okay, well, now that I'm ahead, I could say divert, say, an extra $60, $80, $100 a month to getting ahead, which, you know, over, say, like 6 months, you get an extra month ahead, but you're still 6, 7 months ahead, right? Or a year ahead, right? And then you can put the other things in, you know, put your money into other things. It's getting a little bit worse here. Yeah, so just as long as it doesn't turn to freezing rain. So bottom line, I'm not in a bad position right now. With the AdSense thing, obviously it's going to be a long, that is going to be a long, I hope that wasn't, what the hell was that that threw at me? Hey! Did you guys see that? No, neither did I. Yeah. Windshield washer fluid's overrated. I got some left, but I want to say, you know, I don't know how much I got left. And if it's wet enough, it'll clear it. It's just, I hate it when you're like bottleneck traffic like that. I better watch my speed a bit. Yeah, the seafoam really works nice in the engine. I suggest do the seafoam just before you do your oil change, and that should really give you a, you know, a nice clean sounding engine. So this thing, if I put a new exhaust on it, it wouldn't be too bad. New tires, new exhaust, new brakes, wouldn't be too bad. Definitely a new windshield wipers. Even put some windshield washer fluid and do an oil change on this thing. Might not be too bad. But I don't want to stick a lot of money in it yet. I've only had this thing on the road for about a month. I usually like proof test a vehicle before I put any money into it. But, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, like for example, my cousin, I love her dearly. She's a sweet girl, everything like that. But like most ladies, they don't, like, she did do work to it. You know, and when my uncle was alive, he had this as kind of like a backup vehicle, and he obviously had stuff done to it, right? Like, he'd kind of take care of that for my cousin. But like most women, they don't take care of their vehicles, right? So they're not going to check their tire pressure. Hence why I had 10 pounds in you know, because the vehicle's been sitting for a while too, right? You know, like with a woman, it's not all, but with most women, either their boyfriend or husband's going to take care of the vehicle, or they take it to the shop, right? Now, if they don't have a lot of money, it doesn't go to the shop, and if they don't have a boyfriend or a husband, it doesn't get fixed. They just drive the wheels off of it, right? But we know what kind of problems that leads to. You know, if anybody can tell you how to, you know, run a vehicle into the ground, it's this guy. And again, I baby my vehicles, you know. I baby my vehicles, you know, so I do take care of them. I do weekly maintenance on them and stuff like that, and I do take care of them. But like anything, like, I mean, you know, at some point you do have to replace parts. But on a vehicle this cheap, it's the question mark is, do you invest in this vehicle? Or, because the money would cost to fix this vehicle would buy probably a slightly better vehicle. What do you do, right? But the way I look at it, if it's a running vehicle and you can invest in it, right? So that's kind of the plan I have for this thing is, you know, like I kind of know what it needs now. You know, like for the big things, it is worth the investment, but it's a gamble. You know, everything's a tie bomb. I mean, you could fix all the brakes on it. The brake lines were done on this thing, so that's good. Brake lines were done on this thing, so that's good. It's one less thing I have to worry about. But again, these things can also become money pits really fast too. Like a lot of times when you go to fix something, you create other problems because everything's so seized up. Well, pretty much made it home. Pretty much made it home. So like I say, yeah, I don't know how much the AdSense is going to help me out, but every little bit will help. But it would be nice if the AdSense would be like my winter income, you know, and then a bonus income over the summer. I could get ahead a lot quicker that way, but it will take time. It will take time. So yeah, it looks like it's starting to turn a little bit more from flakes to rain. That's what I was worried about, because my the lady at the store there, she got nailed the other night pretty bad in the storm there, especially where she got hit there. It went from this to freezing rain. It was just like ice capades everywhere you went. I mean, I like the ice capades, but not while you're driving. One thing I noticed is the belt didn't squeak today. I better check to see if the belt's still working on this thing. maybe it broke off, I don't know. But then again, when a vehicle sits, you know, like things seize up, right? I still got to do the, you know, go around it with the can of honey goo there. That stuff is like works magic. It really does. Can't recommend the stuff enough. Like if you want to lubricate things like your door hinges, you know, any sort of where you think like there's a failing bearing, throw some of that on there. Yeah, divert power back to full power back to engine. Reduce, yeah, heat back to full engine. I guess I'll do some vlogging now. There we go. 2 missions done. Nice.